How's it going, everybody? My name is Release Radar, and in today's video, we're going to take a look at the performance of Horizon Forbidden West on the Steam Deck OLED and Asus ROG Ally Z1E Extreme. Let's get into it. I don't have a sponsor for this video, but if you want to subscribe to the channel and like the video, that would be greatly appreciated. We're closing in on 5,000 subscribers, but with that out of the way, let's get into the video. All right, guys, so it took a little bit longer to load into this game on the Steam Deck OLED than it did on my gaming PC, which makes perfect sense. But if I go ahead and open up the settings here, I'm playing at 1280 by 720 instead of 1280 by 800 because I'm recording this with a capture card. VSync is on. My dynamic resolution scaling is set to 90. Can I turn that off? You can turn that off. Okay. I'm going to have my upscale method go to, instead of quality, put it on balanced, FSR 2.2. Apply changes, yes. Yes. And then graphics, everything's on low settings. And FOV is default. So these are what we're looking at here. These are the settings that I'm going to use here on the Steam Deck OLED, 720p. And let's just go ahead and see if we can hit 30 FPS.
The focus helps you see the ones we need. Ugh.
Bitter?
Yeah, well, at least they make you feel better. All right, we should keep going.
Might want to grab more of these plants along the way.
Honestly, I shouldn't really care about doing this because I'm going to load back into my primary save once I'm done with this video, so I don't really have to worry about looting everything.
There's more of the red growths here, too.
Those ruins. That's where we need to go.
Okay. So I'm getting like, whoa, what in the frame rate dips? I was about to say I'm getting a decent frame rate, but maybe not.
Exactly?
The backup? Well,
That was rough.
AI. It's hard to explain. Think of it like a set of instructions.
I turn the gameplay volume down a little bit so you don't hear like multiple voices trying to talk at the same time from like the game and then also me in this video.
Noticed you're traveling light these days.
Yeah, I ran into some trouble on the way here. Lost a lot of my gear.
It's funny how they give a story explanation, just like, oh, all that stuff you had in the first game, where is it? He's like, oh, I ran into, or she's like, oh, I ran into some trouble, lost my gear, you know.
It's hard to breathe around this stuff. Logs.
Salvaging machine carcasses as usual. And there they go.
Looks like they left a carcass behind.
I mean, this is definitely playable. I would not play an adventure game lower than 30 FPS, and with the way that I'm playing this, it looks way better on the playback, because I'm playing this, like, this is 720p stretched out to 3440 by 1440 on my monitor with FSR on. So it looks horrible for me, but on the actual Steam Deck screen itself, even like outside of just this YouTube video, it does look a lot better on the actual display, because I have played a little bit on the actual device. And obviously, I'm going to test it out on the ROG Ally, which I expect to have better performance after this, because it's just a more powerful device.
Who else would come here?
I don't know. I better craft some arrows.
But I'm going to make some arrows real quick.
Maybe trouble with that.
Okay, yeah, I remember
Good thing we
the
already
controls from the PS5. I do like how PlayStation's making an effort to port their exclusives to PC, because most PC gamers just aren't going to buy a console.
ladder.
Okay, this is where aiming is weird. Aiming is definitely much easier on this game with a mouse and keyboard than controller for me. All right.
The transmission, the message I found, didn't say.
I'm kind of curious to see what the performance would look like if I turned the upscaling off. So I'm going to disable FSR 2.0 and just see what it looks like without that in terms of performance. See if it can hold a stable 30.
We need to
Oh, it hovers just about 30 FPS without the FSR on.
So, what happened?
Okay. Oof. Okay.
Meridian.
I'm going to label this as not playable without FSR enabled on the Steam Deck because this,
Spend some of it.
yeah, it's dipping down to like 23. So what I'm going to do now is graphics. I'm going to turn VSync off. We're going to put FSR 2.2. We're going to set our dynamic resolution scaling to 60. And we're going to do graphics from low to very low. See if this gives us better performance at all. And no, it looks to be about the same.
You're right about that.
30s to 40s. And this just looks much worse. So I would not play it like this. What I would probably do if I was to play through this whole game on the Steam Deck, which you could probably do at a 30 FPS cap, is turn this off, balanced here, and then graphics low, not very low. I would not go down to very low. You'd still probably get a 30 FPS experience like this.
Down this way.
I don't know why I'm looting everything. It literally does not matter because I'm going to skip the cutscenes, by the way.
Scan the machine before we make our move.
Okay.
Give it a second.
Alright, let's just pop. And that's how we do it. I am playing on the easiest difficulty possible, so kind of is what it is. But for these videos, I'd rather not deal with any challenge with controller. Wow. Holy crap, this is so much easier. I didn't properly time that dodge at all, because I thought X was the dodge button, but it's B. And so when you're playing on story, do you guaranteed get access to like the most valuable thing in the inventory of the enemy?
The Sun King put his people to work rebuilding the city.
Alright, let's shoot this down. At this point, I'm almost caught up to where I was on my main save. I did not make it very far.
Yeah, found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago.
Ooh.
It's good to have extras.
Yeah, I already know how to play video games, Horizon Forbidden West. Thank you, though. Alright, well, I think this is where I'm going to stop in this area so we can get an idea of performance and an interior as well.
I know they made some tech trades with
X is crouch? That's weird.
Why would they have a backup of Gaia? We'll
Please
be okay.
register with reception for the tour.
What button do I press? Y. Okay.
Please hold for identiscan. Access denied. Please wait here for personnel to assist you. Dr. Sobek.
Alright, I do want to get, like, interior performance as well, so let's get this door open. Get in here. I would imagine the FPS in smaller spaces is a little better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So I would consider, from what I've played so far, Horizon Forbidden West to be playable on the Steam Deck OLED if you limit your FPS cap to 30 FPS and you play on low settings with FSR 2.0 on balanced, or 2.2, excuse me, on balanced. So you could probably get a 30 FPS experience on the OLED out of this game if you wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and shift gears to the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme, so I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, now I have the game open on the ROG Ally, and once again I'm playing with controller, and I'm actually just going to be using the device itself because this cord's long enough. I'm back at the beginning of the game again, and I'm just going to go ahead and click resume. And on the actual Ally itself, this looks more than playable. I'm at 1080p, 120 Hz, RSR is on, and in terms of graphical settings here, if I go down to display, 1080p, the dynamic resolution scaling is off, FSR 2.2 is on performance, and graphics are on low. And already I can tell that this is running a little bit better than it did on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, well, at least they make you feel better. Alright, we should keep going.
Might want to grab more of these plants along the way.
Yeah, I don't care about grabbing the plants for a recording. I'm going to turn the game volume back up a little bit for y'all. I'm going to take the zip line.
I don't know with these ropes here, but
Whee!
we can use the line to slide down.
Yeah, I mean, on the ROG Ally, this is nice.
Well,
This might be how I play this game.
it's
Just like lying in bed playing it on the Ally.
think of it like a set
And I
of
bet if you played at like
instructions.
900p or like 720p, I'm going to have to test 720p just to see how it performs on the ROG Ally. And I'll test 900p as well with the same overall settings to see if I can maybe get 60 FPS out of 720p with maybe ultra low or something. I'm sure it's a possibility. But this feels super smooth. This is definitely playable here on the Asus ROG Ally, like without a doubt. Okay, that's the wrong button. I don't know why I thought it was going to be A. I've played this already like 3 times.
Who else would come here?
I don't know. We better craft some arrows of our own. There might be trouble up ahead.
There's some ridgewood by the stream.
You hold down this. No, you hold down this button, and you go here, and you hold A.
Gotta craft some arrows.
Nice.
Done.
Me too. Arrows ready.
Go up the ladder. I cannot believe this runs as well as it does on the ROG Ally. Nix's is probably the best support like porting studio compared to Aspire Media. I think that's how you pronounce them, with the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. Holy crap, that was a disaster at launch. Oof, okay, so there are some FPS dips. Oof, okay, yeah, that's very noticeable.
Might be here. We need to find a way. So,
Just gonna walk around down here a little bit, gather some more stuff for arrows real quick.
Well, there was a fuss when people realized you were gone. But then some of us figured you only would have left if it were for something important.
you were right about that.
All right,
More blight. It's everywhere.
that stuff is called the Blight. I can't wait to actually sit down and play this. And then also Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out later today. I did put up a poll asking you guys which game you would want, but I did not expect Dragon's Dogma to be launching at like 6 p.m. here in Texas. So because it's launching at like
Before we make our move.
6 p.m., I won't be able to test it until like 6 p.m. And you can see the time on the screen in the top left. It is 24-hour format, not 12-hour, but it's like 2:47 right now.
Okay, concentrate.
Easy. I mean, I am playing on the easiest difficulty right now for this video, but
So after the
easy.
fuss over me leaving, what did everyone else do?
Well, as soon as the celebration was over, my mother led the rest of the Nora home. Sun King put his people to work rebuilding the city, and I set out to find you.
Another ladder. I need to shoot off the lock.
Let's just go ahead and... Pop. I missed. Are you kidding me? Pop. I cannot believe I missed that. Oh no. I mean, I can because I'm playing with controller, but also oof.
You said you got a focus since you were a child, right?
Yeah. Found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago.
Okay. That's right. You got this like slight... Wait, there's a ladder right here you can knock down, right? I didn't do this last time. Is there not? I swear. Or is that later on? I guess that might just be later on. Is it over here somewhere? Like, I know I did that on the first, like,
We'll be okay.
run I did of this on my PC.
Through here.
Yeah, there it is. So you can go back down and gather more resources, I guess. Or if you come back to the spot later on in the game, you can play this area again. Maybe for collectibles or something.
Facility.
Far Zenith? I know they made some tech trades with Zero Dawn, but why would they have a backup of Gaia?
Please register with reception for the tour.
I guess they want us to check in with them?
Will do.
Please hold for identiscan. Access denied. Please wait here for personnel to assist you. Dr. Sobek.
Okay. I guess they weren't on great terms with Elizabeth. Well, let's find a way in.
Alright, so as per usual, I'm going to get through this door, see what the performance is like in this room, and then I'm going to swap over to 720p. I might not do 900p, but I am at least going to do 720.
Guess someone dropped in from above.
But on the ROG Ally, this is definitely a playable and comfortably playable experience with RSR and everything enabled at 1080p. Like, with low settings and FSR 2.2 on balanced, you could definitely play this whole game, from what I can tell so far, on the ROG Ally. So let's go ahead and swap from 1080p on the Ally to 720p. And just to be clear, this is the Z1 Extreme. So that should be in the title of the video, or I should mention it earlier. But in case I didn't, this is the Z1 Extreme. So let's move on to 720p. All right, so I loaded back into Horizon Zero Dawn one last time here on the ROG Ally at 720p to see if we can get closer to about 60 FPS. I believe this is using the same graphics settings, but I am going to go through and verify that. I'm going to skip the cutscenes. But I only worry about gameplay in these benchmarks. I don't care about cutscene performance. So we're getting about 47 frames per second, 46, 45. So it is a little bit better. That's photo mode. That's not what I wanted to do. Settings. Graphics are on low. Everything here is the same. And then display, as you see, 1280 by 720. And then FSR 2.2 on performance. So this is the same section of the game that I've played already in this video, but this time at 720p on the ROG Ally. And playing at 720p on the Ally, because the screen is so small, you really don't notice like the just difference in resolution. Like it probably shows up more evident on the recording than it does. I have to heal before I'm allowed to climb up this.
At least they make you feel better. All right, we should keep going.
Can I climb up this now? I really still can't climb up this? There we go. It really lets you, like, you can't jump up until you eat the berry.
That's where we need to go.
Alright, so it is still kind of bouncing all over the place in terms of actual, like, frame stability, as you see on the frame time graph. It's a little... There's some peaks and valleys on there, right? But I'm just going to slide down the zipline again. I'm basically just going to kind of play this the same as I did the last 2 times.
It's an AI. It's hard to explain. Think of it like a set
Let's
of
go this way. See the guy down there?
Looks like they left a carcass behind.
I feel like I'm speed running this. Honestly, should go a little slower.
A lot of arrows in that machine. Better take a closer look. Someone took down this machine recently.
Who else would come here?
I don't know.
So the frame rate
Have some arrows of our own.
with performance mode on FSR 2.2 and low settings here at 720p on the ROG Ally, you're getting closer to 60.
Now to craft some
I'm going to tinker with some settings to see if you even can get to 60. I'm going to go from low to very low, and then from display, I'm going to go from performance to ultra performance and apply that. See if this gets us up to 60. And if this doesn't do it, nothing else will. And unfortunately, it does not get us up to 60. It honestly doesn't look that much worse on the actual game. I'm sure on the playback it looks notably worse, but on the smaller screen, I honestly kind of can't tell. But it looks like we're just capping out at about... That's right, I gotta craft arrows.
Nothing a well-placed arrow can't knock free. Done.
Me too. Arrows ready.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like we're going to be getting 60, unless maybe if I look straight up at the sky just to say I hit 60 FPS. There we go, there's 59. But nobody plays like this, right? Everybody looks in front of them, so... You know, the performance like this is definitely better. It's more smooth for sure until that right there. That was one heck of a hitch.
The transmission... the message I found didn't say. Only that a backup might be here.
Okay.
We need to find a way in.
I'm just going to keep playing like this for the rest of the video.
We can scan the machine before we make our move.
We could do that. Where does the other one come from?
Okay,
Another one's coming.
concentrate.
Okay, it jumps down. Animation's not super fluid. That didn't get it? Okay, that did get it. There we go. It's so funny that you just automatically get the best resources just by playing on story. So if I'm grinding to hunt for things, I think I saw somebody's review for this game where they mentioned that when they were grinding to hunt for things, they just lowered the difficulty to story to get the resources they needed and then raised it back up to like hard. Which unfortunately is not that bad of an idea because I don't like the RNG nature of just grinding the same enemy over and over and over and over and over again just for the chance to maybe get what I want. Like I just kind of want to get what I need to craft something and then move on. Maybe you guys enjoy that nature of killing the same robot 17 times just to get one specific piece of metal from it, personally. Not for me. But here we are.
Yeah, found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago. It's good to have extras.
Yeah, but basically at this point I would consider Horizon Forbidden West to be playable on both the Steam Deck and the Ally. Steam Deck, I would say closer to about 30 FPS, but on the Ally, I would say maybe 40 to 45.
Please register with reception for the tour.
I guess they want us to check in with them?
Please hold for identiscan. Access denied. Please wait here for personnel to assist you. Dr.
Find
Sobek.
anything good?
Okay. A few supplies.
Yeah, but
Should be able to pry this open.
try not to talk over the dialogue, but basically if you wanted to play this on one of these handhelds, you can. Now, obviously, I do not have a Lenovo Legion Go, and the MSI Claw is not out yet, so
Climbing gear.
I cannot test this game on those devices. And then I also know that in the poll you guys responded to, you said that you wanted Dragon's Dogma 2 before Horizon Forbidden West. Well, there's still like 3 or 2.5 more hours until Dragon comes out, so I'm going to just have to wait. I can't get into the game early. I don't get sent review codes for games for these videos. I really wish I did. That would make the process of getting them out day one a lot easier, but I am going to upload this today, and I might also upload Dragon's Dogma 2 today, but if not today, I will get that up tomorrow. I want to get these videos out as fast as... Well, actually, no, I have another video planned. Today... What day of the week is today? Today's Thursday, right? Oh, I'm losing track of days. Yeah. I actually have a bigger video planned tomorrow, so Dragon's Dogma, Steam Deck benchmark, and ROG Ally benchmark will be out on Saturday probably. So just, I'm sorry for the wait, guys. This video just is going to come first because this game came out first. But with that all out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Release Radar. Like and favorite the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for a big Halo video tomorrow and just other content on these handhelds in general. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, whatever I make. Peace.